Barbara and I are thinking of you and your family and friends as you gather to lay your father to rest there at Arlington National Cemetery. Today it is said that we have no heroes. Not so. We do have heroes. And Admiral Jeremiah Denton, an American of clear purpose who put service ahead of self, was a hero in the truest sense of the word. His life's mission was service to country and giving back, and he will always be remembered and respected for that. I had the highest regard for this good man, and I am with you in spirit as you salute one of America's very, very best, Admiral Jeremiah Denton. Most sincerely, George Bush.
Jeremiah Denton was steel-trap logic, tested by fire, forged into belief, and catapulted into action. He used this system in all important aspects of life, and faith was always most important. Learning from Jesuits, he loved Catholic logic, and he tested it under torture when he distinctly heard and felt a life-saving miracle. This gave him fearless faith. In fact, he often said, "I don't believe it, I know it." He hated sin in people and in governments, especially his own, but he always loved the sinner. And so his life became a Jeremiad. This is how he did it. This is how he was so defiant. Deep feeling moved him, and he moved us beautifully. His music, fishing, tennis, and golf were fluid rhythm and timing. Still, he was intense.
What he did in Vietnam is well known, and I will not dwell on it here, and it's been repeated, except to say one thing, and that is that when he told his captors to their face that it was his job to support his government, and he would until the day he died, he did not know that that statement would ever get out of a prison cell in Hanoi. He did not know he would ever get credit for that heroic, historic statement. It was much more likely that he would be killed for making the statement than that he would later become famous for the statement. He made the statement, in other words, out of unmitigated sense of patriotic duty, not for any personal aggrandizement. The same can be said for all of his defiance under extreme duress for those years in Hanoi. As Alvin Townley's book, Defiance, says, there were times in Hanoi when other POWs felt that the leadership that was required was such that, quote, nobody but Jerry Denton had the guts to take over. Jim Mulligan, a POW of immense stature in his own right, wrote in his book, The Hanoi Commitment, Denton was the POW's POW. He was a man of many seasons. He was a man of many reasons. He was not merely gutsy and driven. He was not a zealot. He could hide it sometimes, but he was thoughtful, inspiring, and yes, even discerning. His passion, be it for world affairs, religion, golf, or fishing, was enviable and contagious. He got out of life. He left his mark on our lives and our country. We all know he was here. He will never pass from our memory or the history of this era. He found himself at the vortex of some of the major events, not only of his lifetime, but perhaps of history in the round. He seized the day. He did make his mark. He did justify his existence. The Smithsonian has listed him as one of the most influential men in American history. Now we shall lay our father, our nation's patriot, to rest eternal in our nation's most hallowed soil. God bless Admiral Jeremiah Denton.